hi, everybody. You totally didn't just interrupt us not to talk about drinks, but hi, go for it.
Going for it. Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to Zenith 3000. We are a Cypher System actual play TTRPG live stream hosted here on the Sword and Key Twitch channel, and coming to you live this evening with, what is it? This is episode 13, Vertigo. Yeah. My name is Alex. I will be your GM for this evening and your host, officiate, all of that sort of thing. We're going to quickly talk some bookkeeping, then go around, introduce ourselves, our characters, hop into our recap, and then into the session proper. While I'm already talking, I will say you can hit !donate in chat to learn a little bit about the incentives through which you can interact with the story you are seeing occur on screen. In lieu of us collecting this money ourselves, this will be all donated towards Doctors Without Borders. This is a well-known humanitarian organization. You can keep up with their work on the internet or on their social media platforms. And you can hit !reading in chat as well to learn a little bit about the books and writings that inspired some of what this campaign is trying to say. And with that, I believe that is all the bookkeeping we have for the evening, so I will turn it over to the players to introduce themselves, their characters, and where we stand as of this evening.
I'll go last.
I can go first. So I was going to say, so Mare can go last, and Seth is doing the thing. Hi, hello, I'm Eva. My pronouns are she, her, and tonight I have the joy of playing the titular Vertigo. I presume, I guess it could just be Vertigo, the illness. Unlikely, but possible. Vertigo Madigan is a beneficent manipulator who works the system, and is currently sharing brain space with a digitized beholder AI named Ten Eyes. So it's getting a little crowded up in the old noggin, but yeah. And right, Vertigo is she, Any.
Sorry. Hi, that means it has to be my turn. I was gonna wait longer, but whatever. Hi, my name is Seth. I'll be playing Vesper, who is, I almost said my other character sentence, who is a doomed delve who murders. I really almost said itinerant. As for what we're up to this time, grieving, mourning, trying to deal with giant dragon goddess in the sky.
And hi, I'm Mare. I use they, she pronouns, and I'm playing Erastus. He uses he, they pronouns, an intuitive voice who interprets the law. And I'm doing the recap today. So if you missed last session, holy shit, did you miss a lot? Because I did not realize until I was typing up the notes how much happened. The most important thing, though, that happened last session is that Alex kept dropping banger after banger line. Literally masterpiece after masterpiece. But we started off the game with taking a very quick look into how Eris was faring in a political prison. Not great. And then Vesper and Erastus had a visitor at wherever they were staying, which was just a 20-foot crocodile masquerading as a poorly disguised human named Mo/Azzy, played who guards Eris's home, and played by the wonderful Jilly. We started planning everything to try and infiltrate the presidial necklace and the nexus and the panoctagon. Vesper dropped a weird structure in the middle of the street. Erastus made it rain, and then Vertigo said, "Hey, I can help you if you plug in this USB that I left at the dead drop into the place, etc., etc." So we went to go get the USB at the dead drop, which was inside a rat. Azzy ate the rat while we got the USB. Shenanigans ensued inside the Nexus, which included Vesper getting through onto the stairs during a shift change. He had a wonderful conversation as he was impersonating a dead ZMP by the name of Ferd. And Erastus and Azzy went to go to the server room to plug that in. as he broke in by just ripping off the door handle, distracted the gnome nerd, and got really suspicious because he forgot his 12-digit number, which apparently is just all twos. So the ZMP are on their way to try and apprehend us, but to get out of that, Erastus berated his apprentice, and we went to go work on the broken elevator and repair it, and we met up with Vesper. We ended up in like a cavern type place. Vesper kind of knew the area, knows what things said, and then had a literal leap of faith where he got 12-foot wingspan wings, which is kind of fucking dope. So he can fly now, and I adore that. At some point during this, Eris and Satan had a chat, and for once, Eris is out of words and did not know what to say, except the fact that she is taking door number 4 and none of his options, because fuck that. We all get underground, and Mo becomes a laser crocodile and puts a hole in the roof of the Panopticon. Shit gets real. Enter initiative. The Panopticon is also in initiative and tries to murder us. There's a lot of pain everywhere. Shots are fired. Blood is flying. Thrax and Mundar and Eris get out of their cells at some point, and Erastus throws a vial of nitroglycerin, and for the first time in his life, ends up killing 2 people, and it doesn't feel great. Throughout this entire session, Erastus has been hearing this voice saying, Erastus, you know what to do. And at some point, he does know what to do. And he ends up and 2 things end up happening. He casts the Commune with Zenith spell, and his dead partner, Ambrose, is reincarnated into his body. That is a lot, TM. But while communing with Zenith, literally within a 3-kilometer radius, we all feel united for like a minute or something like that. And Erastus instills like, hey, we need to be working together to get through this shit. And according to Alex, drops a feelings bomb. End initiative. The party leaves. As soon as we are basically in the clear, Eris is hit by a Stray Finger of Death spell, which was meant for Vesper, and Eris fucking dies. M monologues a lot and is not, because she's a BBEG, and that's what BBEGs do. But Vesper goes all Seraphim on her ass and banishes her to hell for a to-be-determined amount of time, and eventually finds out where his phylactery is. And that's where we ended.
When you say it all like
a lot.
that, in a condensed amount of time, it feels like so much.
I'm going to take my XP now for doing
Yes,
freak out.
please take your experience for it.
Yes, Nicole, that was all last episode.
Yeah, that was all.
Your reaction was also our reactions as we were playing.
All right. Erastus, you may have your experience point. Munch on it quietly in the corner. In the meantime, allow me to share with you a perspective. I believe you are listening. It is cold on the mountain, lonely on the mountain. From the outcroppings and the jagged cliffs of the mountain, the things I once was appear small and distant. I am changing here on the mountain. The air grows thin as I ascend him, and at night she blots out the stars. On their slopes travail no traders, and in her ice hides no living thing. Still, I hear his voice in the wind. In the silent nights, alone upon the mountain, I ache and bundle to keep warm. I recite the movements to renew my purpose. In meditation, I prepare to climb where no path leads. I open my eyes. A new war has begun. I don't know what it means. How could I? But I hurt. The mountain persists. The wind is bitter today, and it carries no voice with it. I burn my rations to keep warm. To myself, no mountain can call you beyond where you wish to go. No height will ever add to your virtue, as no tree ever outgrows its seed. You are already good enough. To my friends, whom I love, Today, I fear the climb will continue forever. But I see the other shore reflected in your eyes. You are why I climb. And to the mountain. I hear your voice on the wind. I see the obstacle laid out before me, and so I gather my breath, I unify my mind, and I climb. Truly I say to you this night that I will surmount you. And from your summit will I survey all there is to be seen and all there is to know. And then, once we are done, we shall descend. Because truly, truly, I say to you, there is work to be done. Vertigo, you return to your body in a blur. You had only meant to sit down and check messages for 15 to 20 minutes before something inside you took over. You're not sure whether it's the hypnotic glow of a screen that seems to do so well at capturing all of our attention these days, or whether it was the new companion you keep in your mind. But you end up living these next few days in a euphoric haze of hacking, searching, watching. Eventually, you snap out of it after about 3 days of non-stop computer use. You have to take a minute to extract yourself from this situation. You relive your past few days, not through memory, but through scattered video logs and odd notes that you kept in unrelated documents. Over the course of 3 days, you learn, unlearn, and remember that your friend Eris has died. You learn that the bounties on you and your friends have been lifted. You learn that a group of redcaps has reached the city limits and is making an improvised camp at a historical site, the House of Reason, an old temple. The dragons still congregate at the edge of the city. Your friends are out there, somewhere. What do you do?
How are Ten Eyes and I getting along?
Great, as far as you can tell. He's, once he's in his element, and with the free will that your neurology affords him, he's having a blast. He's loving just chewing through information, being able to freely make connections, not being limited in any kind of structural top-down code procedural type way. So he's been greatly enhancing your ability to process, understand, recall information. He's a great buddy check for programming and stuff. All in all, he's just thrilled to be here. And he has enjoyed keeping one of his 10 eyes firmly on the cultural assimilation you have been providing him through short-form video content.
Mm-hmm. Poor Alex, I specifically said I was putting on like Best Find compilations, that sort of stuff.
That's amazing. I love that.
I think it's about time we got some fresh air. What do you think, buddy?
I think that sounds like a good idea. You've been in here for a long time.
What do you think about kicking the hornet's nest?
In what way?
Let's go show Tiamat what's been going on. By go, I mean maybe let's send a discreet message from, maybe the gala, wherever that was held, and then walk away and not be there anymore.
Should we gather your friends?
Yeah. Probably should tell them that's a thing. In the group chat, I would like to send a poorly veiled message. Going to send some files to Big T using hubby's phone from party location if anyone wants to join me or has any arguments I'm likely to listen to against. But also I'm tired of sitting on this thing and she's got to know.
Erastus does respond, and it's hey, exclamation point. Let me know when and where, and I'll be there.
I'm getting my coat on, metaphorically.
See you there.
What is the weather like? I remember the deluge while they were doing the...
It was like a number of hours equal to the Cypher level, so that's over.
Yeah, the deluge is over, but I think it would be very nice and dramatic if there was like a overcast, like a slight sprinkle. So yeah, it's wet. It's rainy a little, but not like a downpour.
I gotta have my like Think Geek light up umbrella then, I guess.
Yes.
just for the cheap cyberpunk effect. Where are y'all staying these days? Because Erastus, I know like Vertigo's home had been open to them, but I don't know how much that, well, and to Vesper, but I don't know if Vesper ever availed themselves of that.
Do you ask in chat? Or is this out of character?
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, no, I guess I will ask in chat, because Vertigo would also be curious.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
It's been how many days since we've seen Vertigo 3?
3.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen Vertigo in 3 days, but it's been a day since the Panopticon.
Yes.
Have you guys been here? Is it just the dog walkers?
Just the dog walkers. I've actually been at my apartment.
Oh.
Last day.
Yeah. Good. Good. That's good. No bounty? No red presence attacks? On you?
Not yet.
Either of you? Yeah, I need fresh air. I'll see whoever's coming there soon.
Send me your coffee orders. I'm gonna pick something up.
It's disgusting. It's half sugar, half shots. Like,
reacts with the slightly like the green emoji. So much sugar.
valid. Valid. It's the espresso version of like a zombie. Like where you just put in like random different, yeah.
Vesper, what's your coffee order?
Vesper's not replying.
Yeah. I think at that point Erastus will at Vesper and be like, what kind of alcohol do you want?
You'll see scene pop up after like 10 minutes.
Cool.
Did Vertigo put the location where where she's going to be, like, in the chat?
Like, I didn't put coordinates. I just said, like, where the party was.
Okay.
Assuming that was, you know.
Yeah, just as long as, like, wherever you're going is in the chat, then that's fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
We'll continue to not respond.
Absolutely fair.
Yeah.
Does not hold it against you. You are having the worst time.
And I will leave Big Jeffrey. You know what? No. We're gonna get the 3-pronged dog leash that I personally don't particularly care for, but we're gonna get the dogs, the Dobermans, Rue and Jack, and the spell sprite. Always want to say soot sprite. Not true. That looks like a skunk.
Chunky
Perfect
skunk.
baby angel.
He's a chunky skunk, if I remember
It's a
correctly.
chunky skunk with a little cloud like Pigpen from the Peanuts, I believe. And this is just how he is. I did not describe or create him. I didn't even name him for anyone who watches Horizon's Call and is judging me harshly. Big Jeff, Rue, and Jack. Yeah, gonna come with me.
Excellent. Yeah, you leash up all the animals.
So good.
The Dobermans very well behaved for the most part once they're on their leash. Big Jeff, he's running around causing problems, getting tangled.
Trying to get himself murdered. It's fine.
Yeah. Wants to
If
talk
I
to
have
everybody.
to have another baby Bjorn,
You
for
do. Another
I might carry him
Jeffrey.
like a toddler at some point, just like on my hip.
Yep.
I love him.
He's amazing. I love him so much.
And I'm gonna make my way downtown, or
As,
uptown.
as you make your way downtown, walking fast, hauling ass.
Damn it.
Thank you. I'm glad we were all thinking it.
As you make your way downtown, it is in many respects a relatively normal day. The city is buzzing, it's alive. You look up and you see the familiar cloud of drones and personal aerial vehicles and wizards on their brooms.
Archaic.
And then you look out to they would be on the north. Yeah. You look out to the north and you see this congregation of dragons. Tiamat standing tall above them. You can't see them, but you know a increasingly large camp of humanoids and city dwellers has essentially constructed a little festival ground around that. The dragons seem to take no notice for the most part. A few of the particularly vain might be entertaining the masses there, but something strange is going on out there. Every once in a while, you also see older vehicles, vans that look like they're just like beat to absolute shit, full of these strange little fey creatures with these long red caps that seem to just be perpetually bleeding. And they're driving to somewhere in the city.
What are their license plates?
Not again.
The plates aren't the plates indicate they are from Meridian.
No vanity plates to speak of.
No vanity plates to speak of for
Boring.
the most part.
That should be illegal.
It should be, yes. I should have considered this. That's on me.
Baby. Hi,
Oh,
Finn.
baby.
Hi,
He's
sweet
trying to
boy.
steal my bread.
Give bread.
No.
As you should.
Cat tax. Cat break.
Excellent.
Love him.
Love him.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna make any stops. It has been 2 weeks, and I apologize. I'm 90% sure I said this at some point. If I didn't, I request a little tiny retcon. After the wizard car battle, I think I said thank you to those who helped us from our prisons. I didn't say that. I just wanted to like get that out there.
Yes, yeah, for sure. I believe I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. I like to imagine Vertigo has a better memory, but also I guess she's been distracted too. Yeah, so I'm not gonna power walk, but I'm gonna head straight there.
Excellent. Yeah, you head straight to one of the large towers in the city center.
I have to ask. I know Vesper is a hard no. Although, correct me if I'm wrong. I need to know if Erastus is on some sort of Life 360. Because Vertigo's not going to track anyone unless, like, lives are in danger, like when literally Penny was in trouble. But I'm wondering, with things being the way they are now, like, are we sharing location? Is that a thing?
Probably not, just because even before he was always very private.
No, that's fine. That's valid.
You'd be correct about that being a very hard no.
Yeah.
Just out of principle. Why do you need to know?
Yeah.
If I die, I die.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's overdue.
Cool. In which case, I will probably wait across the street or something if I'm there first.
Sorry, I just imagined when you said that, Seth. I saw a comment today saying, "I yearn for the urn." So now I just attributed that to Vesper.
Next tattoo unlocked. Oh my god. That's so funny.
Vesper doesn't have a graphic tee collection, but if he did.
Oh god, that killed me. Oh, that's so funny. Holy shit, I've said that to everyone. Please go ahead.
Please. So Erastus does arrive. There was no like time limit when we were getting there because it's fucking city traffic and shit. But when he arrives, he seems a little different. Like his steps are lighter, and like before, when he would always see him, even before like everything that happened, he always moved like he was being scrutinized or like at trial. Because that's just how the type of person he is. But now he moves with like a lightness where he knows he's being watched and it doesn't bother him, and it's more like basking in it. No longer moving with someone burdened by grief. And I just got my little 3 cups of like, drinks, and do a small wave to Vertigo. Hey.
How is it possible in this minor collapse of civilization you are having a glow up?
I just shrug.
Okay.
Don't know how to explain it, but glow up is right. I got you your
good for you.
Sugar with a side of coffee. And I'll
perfect, thank you.
Hand it over.
No, Big Jeff, no.
Hey, little guy.
Unmute, Alex, you coward. Unmute. You do those animal noises.
Did Vesper say if he was coming? Or just... I that's what I figured. I did see that he read it, but I don't want to push it right now.
As if on time, you will hear a motorbike in the distance.
Perfect.
Speak of the angel.
Vesper will pull up Ashes with him.
I got real thrown because the whole urn thing. Yes, the dog. Yes, got it. Okay. All right.
How are we supposed to stay in character?
Half of us are supposed to be depressed right now.
It's too funny.
Well, it's not like that bad. Like, it's not like we have ashes of Eris, so it's not totally inappropriate.
Yeah,
it's like
Mo took them.
A sideways gallows humor.
Hey, Hey.
So, I think I told you all. I'm gonna be real honest. I've been thinking a lot, having a lot of internal thoughts. Hard to remember what has made it external. So, hopefully I told you this.
Are you okay? You look like you have not slept in days.
I was kind of hoping
Sorry, love.
I mean, what is sleep? Like, really? It's just another way of processing information, right? So, really, maybe we're all sleeping now.
I'm
so tired, Erastus.
Okay. I will hand you my drink. You can have mine as well.
Thank you. You are true blue, and I don't mean that because you're purple. So, here's the deal. Pretty sure I told you all that she is being used, right? And I don't think she knows it. And I don't think it's the best idea, but she's gotta know. And I think the best way of doing that is for, okay, probably not for her dead husband to text her, but I can't think of any other way for her to guarantee open the message. So what I'm thinking is message her from his phone, all the relevant info, and then I'm just gonna leave it here so that it's no longer in my possession, because I feel like that's trouble. Thoughts?
My first concern is, and while I'm speaking, I actually go into a pocket and take out a flask and offer it to Vesper if he wants it.
Vesper will kind of look at it. He will nod in acknowledgement, but he will not take the drink.
And then I'll put it back away. My concern is that if she wants to collect the phone, she's gonna have to come into city limits to do it, or at least send someone. Alternatively, that is an option. I agree that she should know. If we want to try and send a message, we can also... Vesper, you were chummy with Vito, I think their name was. Maybe we can reach
Vito
out. You're muted, Eva? What did you say?
Man, that explains a whole lot. Is Vito back?
Not that I know of.
Vito was... You know Vito?
I'm gonna message Vito.
You know Vito?
Sure, you text Vito.
Do you know Vito? Do we all know Vito?
I met once.
Vertigo's saying that.
At the Electric Church.
Vito and I go way back.
Let's see what the cards say. The driver! I have no idea what this means, but I have an inkling.
All these cards are just
happening to
here
me?
for you.
It's happening to me.
Impetuous travel, forward motion, and speed.
Gotta go fast.
An NPC takes an important journey. All right. Yeah, sure. I'll say Vito some time to text back.
On this plane of existence, I think is the better question.
Probably. Yes, he's back in town. Do you message him anything in particular? If you just say hey, he's like,
yeah.
How did you?
I wasn't gonna say anything massive if he's not. I will also check in and make sure the wife and kiddo are doing okay. While I verbally say, I guess he's back. What you want him to?
Maybe send the message through him. Also, I've been doing some thinking myself, and Like, I reach into my pocket and I pull out the mess of wires and diamond, the resurrection tablet thing that I bid on at the gala. I've been thinking about this as well, and first thought was Eris, but we don't have a body. My second thought was Bahamut. And maybe handing that off to her. If anyone could get it to work, I'm sure a goddess could. He's been dead less than a century. And if
What
he
happened to his body?
It was taken. It was brought back to her. It's in her possession.
Oh.
I did look into that a little bit, but
Some good news.
I don't have a need for it. So maybe they can do some good if it works. Because I would, as Tiamat is a wonderful dragon, I'm sure, but I don't want her at the edges of Zenith.
Not mad. Not mad.
And especially not mad.
Wrathful, perhaps. Did Vertigo, like, I know he was there for, like, remote backup, like, during the Panoctagon situation. Am I aware of anything going on with Erastus? Am I aware of Vesper's, wing situation? I don't know what information. I know Eris is dead, apparently.
Yeah,
but,
you do know. Yeah, you know most of what happened. Your perspective is basically Eva's perspective. You watched it on a screen, so you have some idea of like, oh, some shit went down, and you have like the cliff notes of conceptually
I know why
what occurred.
Erastus doesn't have a need or desire for.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Hey, Vito. First of all, are the wife and kid okay? Because that's going to drastically change how I approach this situation with Vito.
Vito texts back that the wife and kids are okay. They are currently staying in the Iron City of Zur, the capital of Hell, in the ruins of what was once Asmodeus's palace.
Fair enough. A lot of Iron Cities going on. How, out of curiosity, did you leave things with her ladyship, queen, what have you? Appropriate honorifics, Tiamat.
I tried to convince her not to come here, but her grief was greater than I could manage. She is displeased, and it is not out of the question that she engages in collective retribution.
I set my phone down again. Hey, okay, say we get her this information and this resurrection situation. She's still probably going to be big mad, right?
At this point, I'm more concerned about having her narrow her focus to something that is not the city as a whole.
I mean,
but I'm also
all
afraid
mixed
that
together, but I like the thought.
I'm also concerned and afraid that if we narrow her focus, it's just going to continue feeding into the accuser's words.
Gonna lift the phone back up. I'm pretty sure Vertigo's hands are shaking at least a little bit. So, do you think she'd listen if you said maybe that you had some relevant information for her, and also maybe a way of bringing Bahamut back?
She's tried a few times already. If you have a novel approach, I'm certain she'd at least hear you out. As far as relevant information, I imagine that depends on what specifically that information is.
I'll just send it to him. Fuck. He might as well know.
The Cliff Notes.
You get this one for free.
Yeah. There's like a 5-10 minute span where he seems to be going through it. Like you see you see like the bubbles appear that he's typing, they go away. And then they come back again and they go away. And they come back for like 4.5 minutes and then they go away.
Valid.
And then he just texts back, "What the fuck?"
That ASCII like shrug emoji. You know, the one that's like the slashes and yeah. I can only do thanks to a shortcut on my phone. Hey, what? This thing has a name, right, Erastus?
What has a name?
The magic resurrection thing.
It's basically just a resurrection tablet. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what they exactly called it, but it works apparently like an old school resurrection spell.
Oh no, I just took a picture of the... Did I take a picture of... I mean, there was a program, right, with all this stuff listed?
There was, yes.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I will just scan that real quick, and then just text whatever it was.
You
properly
circle
called.
it.
Yeah,
and,
I actually
send
think
that
there's...
to...
I can't remember. I might have unpinned it just because I was cleaning things
Yeah,
up.
I was gonna say,
I
there
have
used
it
to
in
be a
the
pin, but not anymore.
group
But yeah.
notes.
Oh, no,
Oh,
here
no,
it is.
no, we have it.
The microcontroller of resurrection, yes.
I like mine better. I put it in chat.
Incredible.
Lifepad, yes.
Oh my god, yes.
Delightful.
So, do you think you'd be a good intermediary for that, or is this sort of something you think would get my foot in the door?
This would definitely get your foot in the door if you're willing to stick it there.
I mean,
I feel like unless Vertigo has like pushed me away, I've been reading over your shoulder this whole time.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
have
God, no.
two like two people like hovering.
Yeah,
one above
no,
your
like-
head, one below.
Yes.
she'll like flip the screen and like make the font a little bit bigger. Maybe it unfolds like those.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's some sort of Google phone.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't want to be repeating the whole thing just back and forth.
There's another intermediary we have not discussed yet.
Who?
Thraxamundar escaped, didn't he?
He did. He complimented me, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Like he hit on you, or
I threw my nitroglycerin cylinder very well, and he
so fucking cool.
I still feel really bad about that.
It's pretty cinematic though.
Vesper, Big Jeffrey starts nibbling on your boot.
I have another dog. Does my other dog not intervene? Does
No.
Ash do nothing to protect me?
Friend.
He probably like sniffs Big Jeffrey, determines he's harmless.
Useless. He literally is just going to like kind of bend over and just give Jeffrey scritches, behind ear scritches. If anything, I figure his involvement, if we decide to involve him, will get her attention for sure.
Fuck it, I've got Thraxamundar's contact info either from Bahamut's phone or just
True.
his own system. I'll just send that stuff to him too. Why not? YOLO.
All right, excellent. You send all the details concerning the Red Person's conspiracy, at least as it relates to the dragons, over to Thraxamundar's cell phone. Do you do that from your phone or from Bahamut's phone?
Fuck no. No. Well, actually, that's a very good question.
Which one is gonna? Well, if you send
You
it from
literally,
Bahamut,
as
I
you're
have
doing
a-
this, whatever
have a
you're doing
burner.
right now, you see the equivalent of that Firefly Mal gif of like,
Yeah. Yeah. we did establish that I do have a burner from the original conversation with Perigi, so I will use that.
Excellent. Use the burner.
Yeah, the last thing he needs is a surprise from his dead
Yeah,
dad.
I feel like that's
Right.
number one bad idea.
No, please don't burn my only good idea for the session.
Yeah. I guess I should add some context. Hey, feel like this might be relevant.
Vesper watches in slight amusement as Vertigo is like typing and then like,
Yeah.
Just say it how it is.
It's batshit, Erastus.
Say it's
How-
batshit. At this
Okay,
point,
sure.
there's no reason to sugarcoat it.
Realize the situation is batshit. Wondering if we can maybe work together to make it less batshit? Question mark. Signed, a friend, comma, V. Send. I feel really off today. Like really wrong. I think I need sleep.
You do.
Hands still shaking.
Do you want to take a power nap? I think we can take 20 minutes to an hour if you want to take a nap.
Their eye twitches. No, I'm fine. I should probably see if there's a response or something.
If you have-
we can do that while you sleep.
Vertigo, how about one of us drives and you nap in the passenger seat?
Well, I walked here, so that's a problem.
Well, don't you have a fancy car that we can take
Yeah,
out
back
to
at
at
my
least?
house.
Yeah, we're not gonna walk.
By house, I mean condo. It's not an actual house. Man. An actual house would be handy. What's going on with Eris's place? Who's Eris's beneficiary?
That's my fucking question. I don't think she has one.
I'm sure she has something written up for. Honestly, another
Can I check?
another
Can I have 10
persona
eyes
of
check
hers.
probate or something. Do you know how
What was
bad
that?
of an idea it is to, as a changeling, make one of your personas your own beneficiary?
Not if you want to keep
actually
it.
die.
I know, but that's my first
That's
thought.
probably what she
But
did.
like maybe like a second tier non-Eris persona. But yeah, hey buddy, do you want to go on a little legal adventure?
You asking me?
I was asking 10 Eyes.
Oh, 10 eyes. Okay, I just heard legal in my brain, like went in.
I love the thought of Vertigo, which I think she has referred to Erastus as buddy at some point, probably today. Everyone's buddy today.
Mm. What are
this
we
feels
looking
like
for?
Good.
God, I love 10 eyes so much.
Remember Eris?
I do.
Looking for any death records and like probate and beneficiary. Like, where do their assets go? Who currently has control of them? Who's executor?
Abhishek, forgive me. I'm going off script.
Is it Azzy?
I will say you discover
He trusts you,
Eh,
Alex. You're good.
in short order, you get a few documents. Concerningly, some of them seem to be from Eris's personal computers or something.
I'm not
But-
bothered, but I do make a note of that.
You find a complicated web of basically asset transference where it is Eris, and then I shit you not, no less than 12 different identities of Eris in order as the beneficiaries. And then at the bottom, number 13, Vesper.
Hell yeah.
fucking knew it.
How many people have Vesper in their will sitting here at this moment? Hey, Erastus, when's the last time you updated your will?
It's
That
been a
part
while.
Vertigo would say.
It's been a while. Why?
I just feel like they're gonna gesture around the city. Pretty relevant at the moment.
Well, I haven't really had the time to update my will, so...
It's actually not that, like, it's pretty fast. I didn't
I
mind
know.
after I got home from the hospital.
But
As Vertigo says, it's pretty relevant. You look down the street and you see a couple of guys in red robes walk in. One of them is holding a baseball bat with like barbed wire wrapped around it, and they're just like walking down the street smoking a cigarette.
Towards us or just walking down the street?
They're just out here. They're just walking.
Yeah.
Hooligans.
Good world narration. Anyway, Vesper, it's you. Eventually.
What?
Like, no offense, but you're the inheritor. Congratulations. I don't know what that
of
means
what?
for your crocodile friend. Eris is everything.
I don't know. I'm surprised.
Sorry for what it's worth.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Before I forget, if we have time, I would also like both of yours assistance on something.
Before I forget,
Yes.
Vertigo, how would you like an experience point?
Please.
All right, who would you like to give your second experience point to?
I don't have it up. I feel like it should probably be Vesper, just as sort of a bookend to the inheritance
Oh, that's fair, yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
You don't have to.
Excellent.
I like it narratively. Also, I don't know if you're on. Yeah. Okay.
Vertigo, you have an optical implant, so you see a bunch of like notifications and little bubbles and shit like that to keep track of your digital goings on, and it has you like have them in your peripheral vision. Honestly, they kind of fade out if you're not paying attention to them. They're just kind of there. They become one with the scenery, right? It's like wearing glasses. As you're having this conversation and Erastus is like, I want your help with something, Ten Eyes kind of pops into your ear. You should really take a look at this one. And your location has been accessed.
You're muted?
You're muted.
Man, can I tell by whom or by what?
Go ahead and make some kind of a hacking task. This will be a challenge 5. Target number 15 to start. You will have assistance from Ten Eyes, who is now a fully fledged companion, so that will be one asset.
Man, I'm just gonna roll, although I'm pretty sure something.
Is it your girlfriend?
That's what I think.
We can only hope. That's fine. If it's not, that's when it's a problem. I will use. Okay, I did have my coffee today, and this is absolutely an Eva thing, not a Virgo thing. You said intellect?
Yes, intellect, a hacking task. Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
You've brought it down by 1 level. Would you like to spend any effort, or do you have any applicable skills?
I am trained in computers.
That'll do it.
This does not involve my primal fear of death.
Mm-hmm.
Which I absolutely 15.
15 will do it. You can't tell specifically by whom, but you do know it's chroma core.
Oh, to be fair, that does make a little sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shouldn't probably be overly surprised.
They own everything.
Yeah. But also, I did sort of send up a flare.
You did.
So, are there any little dots coming from Thraxamundar, or?
Sure, you can pull up that information. Yeah, there's a whole ass dragon headed pretty much directly your way. Like, you
I
can.
just meant, did he
if you
reply
peek-
to my text? But
Oh yeah, no. If you like cross-reference like what you're seeing on like a map, like
Yeah.
with like what's going down this particular
would've been the
like
next
street
logical
avenue,
step.
like oh yeah, no, like he's far away, but he's gaining ground.
Remember, oh
Um,
Lord, he coming.
Yeah.
Do we want to stick around and have a little conversation with your orange dragon friend, or do we want to get out of Dodge?
Oh,
Sweet.
Saying that
he's-
shouldn't work here.
he's already.
Yeah.
Well, didn't we want to talk to him anyway? It might not be a bad idea to wait.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Um,
I don't think a public space is really gonna do us any favors, or not. But
let's walk and talk then, and he can catch up with us in a little, maybe more of a secluded area, somewhere
is there
where
like a park nearby, or somewhere that's not the site of where he murdered his father?
Yeah, sure. There's probably some kind of green space over here. This is a wealthy area of town.
But as I was saying before I forget, help with something. So you
Yes.
remember how
Sorry.
the other day probably closer to a week at this point, I don't think you were there, Vertigo, but I talked to some old lawyer buddies of mine, and I accessed my old social media and started posting about Code Talker. Callum Kane messaged me. He wants to talk about my upcoming release. 11 p.m. at the Z-Dome. And considering murder was the last bit of information I found out about him, I don't particularly want to go.
I mean, that's valid.
But also, I want to know what the fuck. Alex, did he say alone? I can't remember. What did he say?
I don't recall him saying alone.
I'm gonna double check, but regardless,
Yeah.
Z-Dome.
I mean, I'm nosy as hell. I want to know, but
Yeah.
also, I
We need to
understand
talk.
you-
Dome backstage 11 p.m. is what you said.
Is anyone performing? Is it
Yes.
empty? What is the?
Yeah, what's the
This
deal?
would be shortly after the Beloved performs at the Dome.
Yeah, shortly
makes
after
sense.
their concert. I can probably try and get us backstage passes. Hell, if you want to go, they're actually pretty good, but other information
Yeah.
aside.
Yeah, I mean, I had a pretty good talk with him the night at the gala before things went sideways.
I respect his craft, not him as a person. Killer set of
something-
pipes.
Death of the author. Probably should be more death of musician. That did not come out the way I intended.
My goodwill is lacking towards him, so I will not fault you.
It's more of a metaphorical. Anyway,
I just don't want to go alone. And I'd rather have someone who knows what they're doing if something goes south, and I will motion to Vesper.
I was gonna say that is specifically not aimed at me, but I am nosy and would like to go.
You have your own set of skill sets, and I saw the two of you talking at the gala, so...
Vesper, you up for a concert and maybe dinner first, then a concert?
No, but what else is there to do? Wait around for something else to happen?
Go through Eris's notes and documents, and
God, 500 years of vanity.
I mean, they were researching real hard.
And tax evasion.
She was something about something religious, which I think is hilarious because I was, basically at her home every day. I never said anything about it, so a little bit intrigued about that, but she never saw fit to involve me, so I don't know if that's important or not.
One way to find out.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot of effort was going into it, so...
Forgive me if I don't feel like going back in there.
I don't mind going back if I can grab a notebook, the books.
It's a lot of rooms.
I've got a good memory, and I was there for a little bit.
We've got the monocle, if need be.
True. And thank you, Vesper. I appreciate it.
What? For what? What did I do?
Going with me tonight?
Oh, well, not gonna let you get attacked by some overrated musician.
To be fair, we have to survive the dragon encounter first before we deal with the... He's just a dude, right?
A very big
I don't feel
dude.
extremely threatened right now. I don't know why. Maybe that's a mistake.
I feel like...
I mean, grief will do that.
And I also feel like meeting a regular orange dragon when his mom is right over there is not the biggest of our worries right now.
We did see him rip the heart out of his father. I can't stress that enough. I don't know about you. Pretty sure I do. But my heart, pretty easily accessible. Like just a couple little ribs. Like a little bit of skin, little bit of muscle. Probably should be more, but I've been sort of chair rotting for the past few days. She hasn't moved.
I think we'll be
But it's
okay.
not boding well, but he's coming this way very quickly.
Between the three
Speaking
of us, I think we'll be
Speaking of-
okay.
Speaking of, he has been rapidly approaching at this point. You can hear him coming down the way. Not like screaming or anything like that, but just like the amount of air
Yeah.
that it takes for him to move through the air. And eventually he gets to almost above you, maybe like a few hundred feet out. And that's a good cat. Look at
It's so good.
perfect.
Unfortunately,
Delightful.
he's covered
You
by
can't
the
see it.
Vesper art.
Unfortunately,
This is for us
I
only.
assure
the call.
you, chat, he is very cute. But no, Taxamundar, he's about 500 feet out, and he shifts rapidly from his draconic form into his humanoid form, and just falls like 500 feet, and lands pretty well composed in front of you.
Superman pose, like not Superman, a superhero.
Yeah, like superhero
pose.
landing.
Yeah.
Yes, the whole thing. Yeah. He looks around for a brief moment, but pretty quickly recognizes the three of you.
Hello again.
Vesper, knowing his name also begins with the letter V, points at Vertigo.
Oh yeah. To be fair, I didn't talk to him at all. He came to talk to Bahamut as I was leaving, I believe, and then I
Yes.
wasn't there for the.
Yeah. And he
What went
saw
down?
us at the
Yeah.
Panoctagon,
Yeah, he saw you two at the
Yeah.
Panoctagon, and probably at the
gala.
gala.
He saw both
itself.
of us at the gala for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But most recently at the Panoctagon.
Erastus
Yeah.
was actively filming him, so probably.
It's fine.
But we're moving past that. Thank
Which
you
one
for
of you is
joining
V?
us.
Is that you?
I point to the two of them, but then point over to Vertigo for the double fingers.
I'm Vertigo. I don't believe we've properly met.
You don't believe we have. Although I assume you already know who I am.
Yes, indeed. I'm glad to see you out and about. I see you got my message.
I did. I'm grateful for it, although confused as to where it comes from. But I don't doubt its veracity.
a bit of a researcher. We happen to have some information that what are your thoughts on the current situation vis-a-vis your mother, your father, and the Red Presence? Or
Thoughts do not quite cover it.
what would you shape the situation to be if you could?
I'm gonna pull a card. Can you roll me a...
Oh God.
Oh god, actually, no roll. The Vizier.
Oh, no!
Bad. Very bad.
No!
I feel like this isn't the first time I've gotten that.
Whew. Manipulation, sycophant, power, and influence. The
Great.
Vizier is the nemesis of notions. They cannot be trusted. Someone is manipulating things behind the scenes.
But that's just true, right?
Yeah.
We just
Yeah, that
already
is-
know
that is
right?
literally what
The,
So,
deck-
shouldn't
the
make
deck
anything any worse, right?
knows. Can I also make a comment, Alex?
Sure.
From the Commune with Zenith spell, for the next 10 days at least, the difficulty of any positive interaction tasks attempted between affected creatures is reduced by 3 steps, if that has any impact on anything.
That will have impact, yes.
Okay, cool.
Speaking plainly. To resolve this situation. I believe I would have this Red Presence ferreted out through their digital trails and traces. I would have them hunted down and slaughtered. And I would take their false god and feed him to my mother myself.
What if you had help with that?
I'm not at all opposed to help. It's... What did you have in mind?
I'm, for probably related reasons, already on a digital trail, so to speak, as you can tell. Erastus?
Yes. I have...
Believe you
the
had
digital part is not my forte,
No.
but my assistance is available, if that's what you were looking for.
No, I thought you kind of had a more physical suggestion.
Out of character, can you please tell me what
The
your...
resurrection tablet.
the resurrection Thank you. My brain was my brain was
I was
farting.
like, you
Sorry.
can leave Vertigo hanging. That would be amazing. Also,
In that case, I will take out the tablet out of my pocket again. Try and attempt to revive your father.
This He looks at it closely.
It
I
does,
remember this on the auction block. This was made in a garage.
just because it was made in a garage and not one of your fancy labs of chroma core doesn't mean it isn't full of ingenuity and doesn't work. Don't look upon the garages. They're just as smart, if not even more innovative than what you've got cooking.
Erastus just had a whole AI transferred out of their brain in a garage.
You misunderstand me. It is not my intent to criticize or belittle. We have not tried something like this. It very well might not work.
Then we're at the
But-
same place we already are.
How much will it cost?
I just offer it out to him. Nothing. This is a gesture of goodwill.
So this is a lizard, right? He doesn't have like emotions.
That's fair.
In expressing them in the way that you do. But even so, he looks at you.
I stare right
And you-
back at him, eye contact.
could- Only see what you would describe as like deep confusion on his face.
I think a fair price would be trying your relationship again.
I offer
I
this
think
to... Sorry, go ahead.
I think a fair price would be an invitation to our temporary court that you might offer this enfold you all.
I'll nod. And to promise that we won't get mauled going there or back.
That I can promise. At this point, the ZMP begin to show up because Thaxamondar is still very much wanted as hell. He transforms back into his full draconic form. We will need to leave now.
Are you two ready?
Cleared my schedule.
If he's offering for us to get on his back, I'll get on his fucking back.
All right.
Is he taking the dogs?
That's my question.
Yeah, he will.
Leaving my dog or
He can either take the dogs in his claws, or you can hold them while you are on the dragon's back.
I will
not letting
offer to carry
Ashley-
Big G.
Thank you. I was gonna say I think I can handle Ruin Jack, but
I'm gonna one-arm Ash.
I did
As
not expect him to be so soft.
as you climb onto Thraxamondar and as he has reformed, one interesting thing you see is that the ground, the streets begin to crack as if something is rising up from the ground. And by the 3s and 4s, kobolds begin to start climbing out from underneath the asphalt and charging at the ZPD. And Thraxamondar just takes off and goes.
Amazing. The fuck, but amazing.
In short order, we changed some D6. I'm not quite the vibe at the moment.
I studiously do not look at Vesper or Erastus for that matter. It's not a carpet, but I don't trust either of them. Baby.
The heights?
No, because
No,
we're gonna
because-
transform like we're gonna evolve again
Oh.
in front of
Air
her.
shifted, and then Vesper
Fair,
shifted.
fair. Don't worry, there's no visible shift.
I don't
Damn
know
it.
that. I don't trust that.
I was gonna say, does Vertigo get vertigo?
Be very funny.
Okay. I forget what this card does.
Which one?
The Harvesting Spider.
Ah,
I really hope
it's
that's
about
not if
hard
Vertigo gets
work.
Vertigo.
and getting what she wants, and that just might be you.
Yes, that image.
It also has the worst image.
Yeah.
A single dragon who works
Action,
for gods.
labor, stealth. As terrifying as this card appears, its meanings are more esoteric but still significant. Act immediately, work hard.
Something happens to someone's eyeball.
Indeed. Someone takes actions,
implants.
people labor to achieve a goal. Various forces debate over a single important action. PC's hard work pays off.
True.
An
A few of these
NPC
apply,
foe acts faster than normal.
Don't do that one.
What if I did? Alright. The city shrinks beneath you as Thraxamundar takes to the skies. You hear a little bit of shouting as the ZPD are greeted by the little kobold sounds, and you hear a few gunshots, but nothing particularly threatening to you at this point. The dragons become larger and more numerous as you approach the encampment. You fly over miles and miles of dense urban sprawl before that gives way to industrial parks and factories. Before that even gives way to the parched outer city limits. There's an improvised festival ground out here, several stages and several of the more vain of the dragons. Entertaining guests, some accepting tribute, others simply seem to be engaged in conversations with dozens of people at a time. You see chaotic little hordes of kobolds just running around, building things, breaking things, chanting, shouting, singing. The larger dragons, for the most part, all seem congregated towards the center. There are no structures here, just bodies. And at the center of them all, several times the size of the next largest creature, there's Tiamat. She looks to you in her full form, all 5 heads, as Thraxamundar approaches and lands. You and the pets disembark. Can everyone roll me an intellect task of a challenge 7 to resist the overwhelming dragon fear?
I have a question. Would this be defense rolls you make against attacks that attempt to confuse, persuade, frighten, or otherwise influence?
This is a defense roll, but it is not an attack.
Okay.
So I
We
would say
had the
no in
same
this
thought.
circumstance.
Okay, yeah, I was just asking, did you also take Discerning Mind?
You did. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
In
that's
this
fair.
economy?
Yeah.
Oh god, it's very funny.
This is an intellect defense task.
Yes.
I'm specialized in
believe-
those.
Yeah, you'll have an easier time.
Oh my fucking
anyone-
god.
Is anyone spending any effort?
I am. I'm gonna spend 3 levels of effort because,
All right.
yeah.
Same.
All right, 12 for y'all, 15 for Vesper, who I see has already rolled. What you got?
Uh,
Yikes!
Seth, no.
I'm tempted to re-roll it. I have plenty of experience points. I think I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll it because I don't like how
Oh,
Alex looks
damn.
right now.
I was
I think
off
that
by
was a good
one
time.
challenge rating. I got a 9.
9, that will
I'm
not do
spending
it.
an experience point to re-roll.
Spend an experience point to reroll.
Do not.
have-
Actually, you go in dice jail.
That's smart. I have 12 even, and I can't remember. Cypher
12
rules.
even. That I think will do it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because you brought it down 3 levels. Yes, that'll do it.
16.
16, that'll do it.
Good job.
So Vertigo and Vesper, the V team, as it were, you are not affected by the Dragon Fear. Erastus, you definitely are. Let's pull a card and see. Ooh,
Can I pretend I'm not?
you can try.
Can Big Jeff give extra cuddles?
Yes, Big Jeff can give extra cuddles as we pull the Doctor.
It's not a great card, Alex.
No, it's not. Nemesis of the Visions family.
I smell and I tell you what.
Mm.
Yeah, now that you mention it, he does say that a lot.
I do, yeah, no.
Uh-huh. I can smell it.
I didn't even clock that, yeah.
Everybody has their own little, like, what they say a lot, and that's
Yeah.
definitely Alex's.
Well, it's always
That's
when
one of
shit's
mine.
really about to like go like
Right.
I didn't see that coming.
I think mine
It's
is
whatever.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Despair. The PC falls victim to disease.
What kind?
You are so affected by this dragon fear that it is manifesting itself physically. You are having to resist base biological urges like fleeing, vomiting, that sort of thing. Your attempts at social challenges will be hindered by 2 steps.
Fine, it's fair. Cool. It's fine.
I would like to immediately start using my understanding special ability on Tiamat, if that's possible. It is literally just observing and or studying a creature.
Yeah,
So I think
absolutely.
that's pretty
I even though I feel like shit, I would like to like just preemptively activate one of my abilities called Telling, which is basically this ability provides an asset to any tasks for attempting to deceive, persuade, or intimidate, and lasts up to a minute or to switch tasks. But I'm going to keep that up, essentially. I'm going to use it to persuade.
Gotcha.
I saw that
Vesper,
immediately, thought
anything for you to prepare?
No, I don't really have
Alright.
anything like that because I took the murders focus.
Excellent.
So that's what I do.
I'd also like to use understanding as well.
Sure.
Cool. Love that.
What was I going to say?
Nothing. We have a great conversation.
You disembark from Thraxamundar, and I wish I could do this through audio effects right now, but I can't. You hear the 5 voices of Tiamat ring out at once, and all at slightly different speeds and pitches. Thraxamundar, my son, who is this you have brought to our court? Thraxamundar bows.
go bows.
Also same.
Big same.
With a flourish as well as I can.
These city dwellers offer information and a spell. He steps back. Very well. Welcome to my court, city dwellers. What is it you offer?
I will nudge Vertigo a little bit. You can see I don't look great, so I'm trying to compose myself.
You are
That's fine.
roughly half the size of Tiamat's largest tooth.
Yeah.
Cool. What is the best? And I will use 10 eyes if need be. But
Mhm.
like, what would Wikipedia say is like the best form of address for?
Wikipedia.
Please donate 1 gold or credit or what have you to keep this free resource.
Yeah, right. So it does say that shit, that's for sure.
Yeah. Now more than ever.
But yeah, I mean it's probably one of those things where there's like a bunch of titles and most of them are probably in the Draconic language. As far as how you would address her, it would probably just be something like Your Infernal Highness or something along those lines.
Perfect. I love that. Speaking of batshit, I would like to use the anecdote skill.
Okay.
You can lift the spirits of a group of creatures and help them bond together by entertaining them. I want to, if this doesn't work, please let me know. I would like to tweak it a little bit. Uplifting is a little strong, but entertaining, definitely not the right word. For the next hour, those who pay attention to your story are trained in a task you choose that's related to the anecdote, as long as it's not an attack or defense task. Action to initiate, 1 minute to complete. My intent in what I am about to say is for Tiamat and I guess Thraxmundar, whoever else can hear me. I'm going to explain what information we got, how, what have you, the intent behind it, which is providing her with information and possibly, hopefully, bringing back Bahamut. So morale boost. But I specifically would like to train them in the like paying attention, like gleaning information out of the data that I am about to send them.
Gotcha. So just understanding.
It's convoluted, but I want them to have as much help processing what I'm about to send them as possible.
Okay, gotcha. So what happens? We'll make this a roll. This will start at a challenge 5.
Do I get an asset to this because I observed her?
Yes.
Cool. Perfect. I would like to use level of effort.
All right. Write down 2 levels. Target number 9 now.
Can someone remind me not to put my dice away because I don't need my d6s. That is a nat 20.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
So then let me describe what happens here, and then you can tell me how you further define the success. You begin talking, and for the most part, most of the dragons seem to look at you a little confused. They like crane their necks at you, and you hear like murmuring from them, which is very loud. What is it saying? I don't know. It's too small. And as you begin talking, you're like, "Ah, fuck, this is gonna be difficult."
Can I boost that like with my because I think I said I have like, because I don't have wings anymore, I have the like radar array in the remains.
You don't have to. One of the black dragons reaches out and like taps a talon like 6 feet away from you, like, and suddenly you are now like 6 times louder.
Yeah.
fruit basket for that dragon later on.
And you begin talking, weaving this narrative about how the red presence grew. It targeted Bahamut for the purpose of enraging Tiamat. And this somehow seems to feed into the plan of what the accuser is attempting to do, which is, at this point, from what you are able to tell after having spent an extensive amount of time in the data, essentially create what is referred to as a war of all against all. Atomize every single individual, make everyone a competitor against everyone else, and make the only final act of competition violence. And you spin that story and present it to the dragons. How do you land this? How do you bring the plane down? Do you land on, oh, I can bring Bahamut back, by the way? What's the shape of what you're trying to tell them?
Imagine if I said that and then we couldn't. That seems like a terrible bummer.
Mm-hmm.
I present this information incomplete, as there's always more data. There is always more to learn and to be found, and I am still searching. This impacts everyone. I can't even imagine the scale that it is impacting you. The light in the darkness here is how we move forward with this. And anything that we can do, even, what do they say? One snowflake can cause an avalanche. But we also might have something a little more impactful than a single snowflake. There are no guarantees, but if it's going to work for anybody, I imagine it would be you, Your Infernal Highness. Before... Does Erastus still have it, or did Thraximundar take it?
I think I took it back. I think
I
he
mean, that
wanted...
makes sense.
Yeah.
But, I don't ask for favors or assistance for myself. I believe that our interests are very aligned. I believe that we are all stronger together. Even the extreme, inconceivable might of the dragons can be even stronger with outside help. And I can't speak for everyone, but for myself, you have any help I can give. And Erastus, my companion has something that might be of interest to you.
And at that, I will take a step forward after having a moment to compose myself from the absolute fear aura of being.
If you look real not good,
I look
I will
nauseous.
reach out and take it if you're.
I look nauseous but determined. Your Infernal Highness, I know what it's like to lose your life partner. To die in his arms, for them to die in my arms, and it's not something I would wish on anybody. And I'll take out the micro tablet of resurrection, and I will just hold it out. This, from what I understand, acts like a resurrection spell from years past. I don't know if it'll work on a god, but I offer it to you in the hopes that it will.
Do we need the macro tablet? Sorry.
Tiamat rears her head, one of her heads, as you present this. We have tried many methods of resurrection. I am not above attempting another. This is a pleasing offering to me. As is your offering of assistance. You have a subtlety about you that we lack. A subtlety that is useful. Vertigo, how are you looking on ciphers?
I have 2 out of 2.
2 to 2. Right. I don't seem to have this in my notes right now, but I will get this to you. From her red head, Tiamat disgorges something. Small. Something you could carry in your arms. This is a doomsday device. It's Cypher.
No, Alex, no!
If detonated, you can cause 40 points of damage to everything in a several-mile wide radius.
Never been so happy in my life.
You just
could make
wanted
this
to give
real-
us...
I'll
could
get
make
you the
this
specific details on this.
real easy, and I could use my misplaced Horn of Beast calling to summon a large bird to retrieve it for me, and then just swap it out.
You could, yeah.
You just wanted to give us your number 100 cipher on the list.
I could not pass this opportunity. I had that thought. I'm like, oh, that's a good thought. Let's do that.
Imagine a giant woman using the doomsday device.
Right? Oh, it'd be sick.
I'm gonna cry.
I hate this.
I love this.
No.
What
You
else I
said
don't
that
remember?
in Numenera and it turned out fine. We didn't use it.
This is my request to you. Take the gift I have provided. When the time is right, use it. And we shall follow you into the city and complete what needs to be completed.
Vertigo will bow again.
Do you take the bomb?
Oh god, yeah. Are you kidding?
Fuck yeah. Alright, excellent.
I am going to internally ask Ten Eyes to like make a process for plan like city planning, like evacuation routes, that sort of thing. Like, hey, work on this in the background, please, for me. Thank you.
He begins spinning up simulations. You can feel them in the back of your head, like a almost like a warm hat.
I love him. I'm decidedly not looking at Erastus, although I would argue that this is not all that much different than what Vivi might have given them at some point.
Vivi wouldn't give me a fucking
fine.
bomb.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Julie would.
No, not a bomb.
Julie, yeah.
She would.
Yeah,
If she had one,
she had one.
No.
she would.
She would.
I almost feel like I owe it to her. But anyway, I'll write her name on the side of it.
A roughly humanoid-sized, something between a casket and those, I forget what they're called. The things that have like the little shoulder poles that people used to carry kings and pharaohs around on them.
Mm-hmm.
Something between a casket and one of those guys is levitated. That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Palanquins?
Is
Yeah.
levitated in your direction, inside of which is the cold but not decayed body of Bahamut. The dragons watch you expectantly.
I watch Erastus expectantly.
I look around. Everyone's expecting me to do it.
Well, yeah, you got the thing.
I don't know if I'm the best person to do this, but I think as soon as I realize, oh, they are expecting me to use it. Shit. I guess I'll try and use the. Did it come with a manual?
No.
Okay, that's fair. I guess I'm gonna try and use the goddamn. I look at Vertigo and Vesper. Shrug.
I'll do a quick Zoogle if there's like a. I do this with all of my electronics and power tools.
How to use a microcontroller.
Right.
It's just a Medium article. Instructables.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I want to help? Just so I'm using it correctly? You say this under my breath to the two of them.
Do I find an actual manual?
No.
Here's how I can help. I am trained in interactions involving lies and trickery, so I want to make it look like you know what you're doing.
Oh, I like that.
Delightful.
That's fair.
I guess it is. Is it?
Electronics?
Yeah, it is. It is electronics. Technically, I even think it counts as a computer.
Well, I am trained in exploiting and using computer software. Alternatively, I could hack / persuade it to do your bidding. Which seems... I mean, it seems accurate, but also just asking it to do the job it was designed for.
Mm.
Yeah.
You could also have 10 Eyes attempt to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for help because you know that I am
follower.
I know how to. I'm not like as bad as a someone an old person trying to use a computer, but I only really know how to use Excel. I know how to send emails and make copies, but not anything.
And you had
past.
this. You weren't expecting to use it today.
Exactly. I was not. I was hoping they would take it and use it.
This is bad design if it's not clear how to use it.
Is there like
What
a
is it
just
doing?
saying.
It looks confused.
No, it doesn't. I'm making this shit look like this is just part of the setup.
Yep.
I am with Erastus just like pretending to be an assistant as Erastus looks it over confusingly so that it looks like Erastus actually knows what he's doing.
I'm
I would love
inspecting
to
it.
assist in another way, but somehow I am not. I have like no training in using Numenera or ciphers. So
Thanks.
10 Eyes.
that's what I got
Yeah.
for you, man.
What?
I'm a useless cybernetic guy.
Yeah. I think at this point I will like maybe go up with Vertigo, Vesper, and like put the resurrection, like take it out of the little box the glass box it's in for protection. We'll stare at Bahamut for a second and then like put it on him and hopefully maybe like there's a button or something
button,
like that.
Yeah.
Switch.
And
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
whatever help
Pop it.
Vertigo and 10 Eyes are able to give me.
I was gonna say, you have everything I'm willing to give you. I just
Yeah.
don't know.
What this
Um,
means.
Yeah, I'm scrolling like the old like
Right.
How the old
bulletin
stuff- yeah.
boards like,
You find
and it's always
one
like,
for a
how
post.
do
The
you use a
forums.
micro resurrection tablet? And then like the comments have been deleted, and then the comments under that are like, oh my god, it worked, thanks.
Mhm. Yeah, right.
Thanks, Zedit.
Sure,
Zedit.
let's call this a challenge 5.
What kind of task? Intellect, I guess?
Actually, let's make it spicy. Let's say the challenge is equal to the level of the device, which I believe is 9.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Double check.
Sorry,
Stop.
It
assets for me
doesn't
being
say.
trained.
Oh, okay.
It
Let's
just
split the difference and call it 7. Then.
Okay, so
This will be intellect, yes.
okay, so I'm gonna straight up use 3 levels of effort again.
3 levels of effort. You have 2 assets from the assistance you were getting from Vertigo and Vesper. You brought it down to a 2.
So I need a 6 on the die.
6 or above.
Pick a good die.
All my dice are good, aren't you? Right? Right? Question mark.
Let's find out.
15.
Okay, here.
15. That will do it. Let's see what happens. We have the Raven.
Comes back, but he's a bird. Dang it.
Yeah, right. Positive and negative connotations. Someone is watching. Jealous. Someone unexpected. Beware of greed and trickery. On the positive side, it advises vigilance or suggests that there's a trick in what one must do to succeed. Either means there's a problem that can be overcome. All right. Well, I kind of thought that I would do this tonight. So, Vertigo.
Me waiting for Omni to start playing.
Right, yeah.
Yes,
Once
Alex?
I fucking find it.
Bum ba dum bum ba da ba. I got you.
As the Cypher is activated, it begins to pull and tug. Actually, I would say all of you are aware of this. Vesper and Erastus, something lights up as you hit that final switch, and this small little orb of like a bright cyan blue just kind of appears on the surface of the microcontroller that you placed on Bahamut's chest. It begins to glow and grow, and there is a gravity to it. It is sucking air into itself and expanding. Erastus, you don't feel this too much. You definitely feel the motion of air, but it's not getting you too hard. Vesper, you feel it quite a bit. In particular, you feel it in your mechanical eye. Vertigo, you are packed to the gills with implants. You feel this from what feels like every pore of your body. Something is getting yanked out. Bahamut begins to convulse. You begin to realize, perhaps, that this thing very well could bring Bahamut back. But it is greedy. And it latches on to you as the easiest, most mechanical target. Your fear of death kicks in. You feel your heart race and race faster than it's ever gone, and then it feels like something pops and it begins to slow rapidly. Your vision blurs and you fall to your knees. You can't feel your hands. Your biology gives way. Ten Eyes, in a scramble, pulls you in the only place he can think to go. Into your implants. In this space, time seems to slow down. Briefly, you have the ability to think just as fast as he can. Everything slows down. What should we do? I can interrupt it. Save you and kill the dragon.
What happened to you?
We will exist either way. If your body dies, I can store you here. Like me.
Yeah, but we're gonna be mulched pretty quick, I think. Who would know we're here?
We could go anywhere. You're still connected.
I'm still connected.
I could put you into Eris's house. Draxamundor's computer. The city systems. Anywhere. Everywhere. Or you could keep your body. If the dragon would not come back.
What were you known as before? Have you always been 10 Eyes?
That's the only thing anyone else has ever called me. We're solitary creatures by nature. We don't have families or friends. It's us and our dreams. Us and our nightmares.
I don't think that's true because this is a pretty good test of friendship. And I guess if I'm going to go anywhere, everywhere, glad I get to do it with you by my side.
Am I the sort of thing that can be a friend?
Yeah, buddy. Let's let the old man live. Figure out where to go from here together.
Is this what life does for itself?
Sometimes.
Vertigo, you do not need to roll against your overwhelming fear of death. Allow me to share with you a perspective. I don't know if this sort of thing is possible. I know that when you sit in the quiet for long enough, you can get a sense that the self, Alex, this body, this thing, this guy, this is not what I am. This is not what you are. If you sit in the quiet for long enough, I'm telling you, there's something you can touch. And it goes a lot wider than what you might expect. And I don't know if computers get there too. I really don't. I think the fire hydrant at my workplace has a mind. Not like mine, not like yours. But I think there's something in there. And so I don't know what's in the computer, but if I have to have a hope, I suppose I hope that the computer too can one day learn to have a heart as big as that of Vertigo Madigan. Vertigo, you have completed your walk along the path, and you have become the heart of the machine. Ten Eyes understands what you ask, and he puts you everywhere. It will take a while for you to be able to touch all of it at once. But in the city systems, you are there. In the stoplights, you are there. In the hospitals, in the banks, in your friend's eyeball, you're there too. Did you die? Really, truly, the Vertigo Madigan. The one person who has experienced everything from birth until this point has died. But something still exists. And that is what you will be playing for the remainder of our game. Erastus and Vesper, you watch as Bahamut convulses, and Vertigo convulses, and Bahamut convulses, and Vertigo convulses, and Bahamut rises, and Vertigo falls. The dragons trumpet a cheer of deafening volume. It feels like it would rupture your eardrums, and probably would if not for the timely intervention of, let's say, Tiamat herself, who taps a claw beside you and covers you in a dome of silence. And it is that unearthly silence that accompanies you as you watch Vertigo's final spasms on the ground of this place. She coughs up blood, and her body goes cold and still. That is where we will take a break for the evening.
Hey everybody, we'll be back soon. Bye. Hey everyone, we are
I
back
guess.
and traumatized again.
Welcome back, everyone. Yeah, Erastus and Vesper, you find yourselves on the outskirts of the city, having witnessed what you just witnessed.
A rebirth and a death.
Yes.
And a little bit of a body flop.
And a bit of body flop, yes.
There's a little aspirating every once in a while.
The dragons take their time to briefly honor Vertigo. Bahamut thanks you, Erastus and Vesper, warmly from the bottom of his heart, and makes it clear that if there is anything he can do to assist you, or any favor he can levy in exchange for his life, he will do it gladly 1,000 times over. But all this passes to you in a blur. Your friend is over there. You did not see any of what happened.
I think this is all said while Erastus is like kneeling next to Vertigo and just like holding her hand.
I don't think Vesper approaches the body. I think he's just kind of blankly staring from a distance. Maybe quietly asks if she's gone, but I don't know if Erastus can hear him.
Not from the distance, not within the zone of silence. That probably is dissipated at some point, but...
At some point it does dissipate, yes.
And I don't even... And it's not even a question that needs to be answered for you to know the answer. I'm assuming also Vertigo's pets are also not doing great.
Yes. No, they are not. They seem confused. Jack and Rue are clearly investigating, giving little nudges, sniffing, starting to yip and get anxious. Big Jeffrey, for his part, does not seem to understand at all what is going on. He seems to think it is nap time, and he curls up next to Vertigo and dozes off.
Are there any dragons nearby that are not massive and are within speaking distance whose attention I could get?
Thraxamundar or Bahamut are probably the most easiest people who fit that description.
Not even looking at them, I'll just be like, we will need assistance in bringing her back to the city.
Bahamut speaks up. As I understand, my son has become quite the criminal in my absence. I will assist you.
Vesper, could you get the dogs?
And he'll just silently walk over and kind of like pat his leg. I think they're used to him. They may or may not respond, but if they're on leashes, he'll grab their leashes.
Mm-hmm. Where are you heading?
That's the question, isn't it?
I think he would actually ask Erastus in character. She didn't have anybody, did she?
In terms of family?
Anyone?
I don't know. They were well connected and knew a lot of people that he thought were friends and considered friends, but past that, we might be the next best thing. What happened?
Probably get a ping, Vesper, like with Vertigo's implants and her flatlining. You probably get a ping saying that you are custodian, executor of the dogs collectively, at least.
I think he'll it's like a notification that like flashes, like maybe on like the side of like in his periphery. And he'll read it, he'll sigh, probably remark under his breath about the irony of becoming like some kind of executor for two different people within a week. And that answers that. It doesn't seem like she had anybody but us, so I guess it's up to us.
Fuck.
So I'll be taking the dogs and the skunk cloud.
I guess I can... Not that I'm looking forward to doing this again, but I can handle... And then I'll just kind of like... As we're like, obviously like on Bahamut. I'm assuming we're on Bahamut's back at this point.
Bahamut actually is not going to fly you. If you tell him where you would like to go, he will open a portal.
Oh, beautiful. So we're just having this, we're figuring this out. We can...
Yes. Speaking of, who, if anyone, takes the Doomsday device?
Oh my god, that's still hotter.
Where, Evo, where did Vertigo put it?
That's... Yeah.
It would have been like right next to them.
Yeah, it would have been on the ground. It's a large thing.
I'll probably...
Did you ask about it?
No.
We didn't have time to.
I don't even know what it is, but I'm just going to consider it as part of your things.
Yes.
So I'd probably put it like in a bag, your bag or something like that. I can start handling business with, and I just motion to Vertigo.
Yeah, he'll, when you're in like the middle of that sentence, and Vesper just kind of like nods knowingly, like that. This is not my area of expertise, but if I can't help. But you know, if you want company while you figure things out. I guess I'm gonna take them back to Eris's.
Out of character, Alex. Because Eris apparently has everything. Does she have like a stasis chamber?
Sure, why not? Probably.
We can just shove Vertigo in until we can figure everything out and contact,
At the very least, a wine cellar.
funeral homes and shit.
At the very least, she has like a super jumbo size
Wait.
cooler.
I point to the palanquin. Can we borrow that?
Oh my god.
It was It was acting as like a prevent decay.
It was half casting it, yeah.
We can leave her there. We can put her somewhere in Eris's estate in the meantime, until we deal with the red presence and everything regarding it, and then we can give her a proper send off.
Yeah, sure, you can take it. Teleport back to Eris, then?
Unless there's any objections.
Vesper looks like he is, for maybe, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but you see him pinch the bridge of his nose, and he looks like he is on the verge of laughter. This is fucking absurd.
It is. It fucking is. God, I could use a drink and a smoke.
Okay. Eris is. It's all mine now, apparently. So drink to your heart's content.
I think all the lights are on when you get there.
I didn't.
Does this
I
place?
didn't.
I don't remember this place having motion sensor for the lights.
It doesn't. Vesper being trained in sensing danger, I assume, is just kind of like, this is odd, but I don't sense like that there's any maliciousness.
Even if there was, Vertigo's trained in jack shit.
Yeah, the only thing you can think is maybe Azzy left the lights on.
Right.
Right. I think with the assistance of dragons and stuff, probably put
Kobolds or whatever.
God, imagine all the kobolds carrying the palanquin.
I would have talked them into doing it. I'm not doing that shit. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm not carrying that. I can't carry that. Putting Vertigo stasis in, prevent decay somewhere out of the way. We don't have to look at it for a
I'm
while.
just gonna beeline up to the bar and pour 2 drinks of whatever is closest.
Yeah, and I probably will grab like a pack of cigarettes somewhere. I probably know where they are, and I'll light one up.
It's like a tower of kobolds at each of the holes of the palanquin. So like there'll be like a real buff one on the bottom, and then like 2 or 3 smaller ones on the top to actually hold it. Because no one of them is tall enough to actually lift it.
Yeah, and I will join Vesper for a drink.
And you light up, the smoke detector beeps. Doesn't keep going off. Just beeps.
Is your stuff apparently now short circuiting?
My stuff, I don't know if my stuff is well maintained. I assumed it was, but he kind of like looks up at it.
Eris couldn't be everywhere in the house at once.
I think I'll actually like tap into his eye for like a split second because he's too lazy to actually get up and like look at a control panel, right? And so he will like tap into his eye and like kind of like laser in on the smoke detectors, be like, are you running out of batteries? Are you like slightly disconnected from like a circuit or something? Like why did you just beep once? What's happening? Is there a monoxide leak?
Good call.
What's going on?
Good call.
I think you see like a shadowy, like purple, transparent, shadowy hand just sort of like fading away from it. I think it otherwise looks fine.
Vesper turns away from what he just saw and will review the label of what he is drinking.
Also, don't forget to change your smoke detector batteries, folks.
Yeah, please do that.
It's probably not the main takeaway here, but
It's an important segue.
Yeah.
What you're drinking is 50 proof, or 50% 100 proof. But
I was gonna say.
But no, like,
Yeah.
like psychoactives
Nope,
is what he
nothing.
was checking for. I think he'll open his mouth as if to say something to Erastus and then just takes a drink instead.
I hear you. Shit.
No, never mind. Maybe I need sleep.
I know
Maybe it's my eye.
I know my body is still in shock, but my impulse is still to work and talk things and plans and what's next. Fuck.
As Erastus is speaking, he'll kind of like rub at his eye and like really like tap like the side of his temple and like re-engage it as like just like the generic overlay to see like maybe my eye is doing something weird right now.
I would like the warranty information to pop up if possible.
He like waves it away because like sometimes you're like opening something and you use like a keyboard shortcut and you accidentally like pop up a window or something. Like he's again, he knows what he's drinking. He's assuming this, so he's kind of like waves it away and like tries to like focus on something with his eye. It'll just be like I assume like the bar in front of them, stocked full of drinks.
You good?
My eye is being weird on top of fucking everything else that's happening. I I don't know. I thought I saw something weird, then something else just popped up, but I don't know what's going on.
You had any problems like this before?
No.
Well...
Made it myself.
Oh. Dang.
Yeah, took a long time, but it's a necessary upgrade, I think, in my line of work. We'll kind of like rub at it again and wave away the overlay.
While we're here, we should check out Eris's notes on what she was working on before we forget. If we want to stay busy, anyway. But if you want to drink, I can.
No, I can multitask.
Hey, the bottles are portable.
Hey, like, well, like, I don't have anything to act this out with. Let's pick this makeup spray. He'll just like at you and get up and head towards one of the studies that he saw Eris use.
Yeah.
I assume with like all of the dogs in tow. Like,
oh,
yes,
they're probably
like in
so
shadow
sad.
mode. Like,
yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Go there, look for any books that were left open, any journals or notes.
While doing that, I also want to see if I can get probably through Zara, if she can get me backstage passes to the Beloved show tonight.
Yes, you are able to do that without a difficulty. You're able to get 2 backstage tickets. I will say, Vesper, you approach Eris's notes, and you are able to find extensive writing specifically on Visitation Day and what it was, what it meant, and how it worked. And broadly, the consensus that at least Eris appeared to be reading was that Visitation Day was a phenomenon of kind of like almost like shared belief or like a shared meditation, getting everyone to do the same thing in their minds such that something physical, real is actually manifested. And that is broadly what Eris was looking at.
I'll like flip the book over, look at the back, flip it again. Visibly confused. I'm like, I don't know why she wouldn't just ask about this. And kind of like pop it open, and most of what he's reading is acutely familiar to him. None of the maybe the perspective is like a little bit novel. It was like the idea of like, oh, it's these people's belief that are manifesting something is maybe a little bit outside of what he would have been taught growing up. But for now, you could see that he is visibly puzzled by her insistence at like looking into these like third-party books instead of consulting someone who grew up in that exact line of belief, and he's probably like a little troubled by that.
And I'll skim through it because this is not.
Yeah, he'll hand it to you.
Yeah, and because I'll skim through it super briefly because this is not something I'm familiar with. But she wanted to do a ritual for Miller-Idriss.
So, full disclosure, both Eris and I were there the last visitation day that was successful. And
right.
You kind of know the story, but that's why this is a little bit weird. But her notes seem to be concluding about this as something that people bring about by believing. And they make something physical through their belief itself.
Visitation Day. Code Talker. What the Red Presence was doing.
It's all very aligned, isn't it?
I'm wondering if we can look through their correspondences or something to see why. But Is there... I don't know.
My first thought was to ask our resident hacker.
I did too.
Will I take a drink?
I will join you in taking a drink. I know shit has really hit the fan. But will you still go with me tonight?
More important than ever.
I
They say bad things come in threes.
No, yeah. And I'll forward you your ticket. We can get the passes at will call.
God. All the fucking things I don't want to do.
You can sneak in. I'm not gonna stop you.
No, I just mean being around a crowd right now is not.
I can show you all the best places to get into the lights.
Still too many people around.
That's fair.
Would rather hole up here. Dogs, TV.
We can do that for several
Rude.
hours. We've got time.
I don't want to. The only thing that I wanted to achieve today was, oh, I'll put it on the back burner. I'll ask Vertigo later. And I don't even know what happened. Did you see anything?
No. There was this bright blue light on the microcontroller, and then they were on the ground. I don't know why.
That's what I saw. It's something very old school about, yes, I have the power to resurrect someone, but you must pay a life in return, isn't there?
Yeah. We'll figure it out. One way or the other.
Well, I don't know about you, and I'm done thinking for now, so.
Do you want to just watch silly little videos?
Small
drink?
rectangle or big rectangle?
I don't want to stare at a little screen.
Okay.
Cat videos pop up on both. Whatever's in the room, that's a screen.
I just look at Vesper and the camera. I'm not the camera, the TV.
The office camera.
Erastus from The Office.
like the computer or something. What the fuck?
I'm starting to think that maybe there are voice controls that were installed here that I don't know about, because Eris would do that and not tell me because she would think it was funny.
Hi Ziri, please put on dog videos.
Skunk videos.
Does Eris's place have an AI?
I genuinely did not think it did. And
Yeah.
he'll like pull up his eye again. Because in all the times he's been
Is
there.
Eris's place haunted? I had to pull up a caption, so I needed to know what Alex was saying.
We would have been saying this if this was OG Zenith and not Zenith 3000. Ghosts are not the first thing on the menu. I think, he's been to her place a lot. He knows that there isn't one and that there was no time to install one in a way that, like, he wouldn't have seen. But he, he'll pull up his eye again and, like, kind of look around at some of the screens and things like that. And perhaps, like, letting the alcohol get to his system a little bit will be like, Ziri, can you hear us?
Oh my god. For those who can't see our chat, it says Vertigo is now online, but it's spelled with a 3, a 1, and a 0. I feel like in the background, while Vesper is, like, looking around, Erastus is, like, going to another window, but it keeps coming back up to the skunk being pulled back up and just going back and forth, and we're fighting with it.
Yeah, sorry, there's going to be some growing pains while Vertigo is dealing with the power of the Matrix.
Is that what you typed in chat? Is that an actual notification that I get, or is that just you being funny? Like, how are we doing this?
That's a great question.
Look, the problem with, like, trying to reconcile dying while also transcending into the digital plane and then also maybe meeting in the middle somewhere is you kind of lose scale and scope of, like, emotions for a little bit and, like, what's appropriate. So, yeah, that is probably a little pop-up. I feel bad about it. Vertigo doesn't.
Vesper takes a screenshot. That's a weird thing to think about. He takes a screenshot inside of his eye, but whatever, future stuff. And we'll, like, forward it to Erastus's phone. And he'll just, like, look at him waiting for his reaction.
Vertigo, if this is you, can you please pull up...
Skunk videos on the phone. Skunk videos all the way down.
Can you please pull up kittens again?
That's probably within my power, I would assume. I will bring up kittens. You know what?
That could be,
Fuck
that
you.
could be a
Kittens
coincidence,
and
right?
skunks. Videos that have kittens and skunks playing together.
That could be a coincidence, right?
I'm kind of done believing in coincidences, especially with the last several days we've both had. 2 people die, 2 people are resurrected. It's very, very, very weird. And I don't... And now apparently Vertigo maybe has uploaded her consciousness?
That does sound like something she would do.
Yeah, my coincidence no longer exists in my perspective.
Sure, but this is too weird. This is too weird. Vertigo, if this is you, what's something only you would know?
Vespers, if this is something I can do, I would like Vesper's deleted messages folder to just show up in their eye.
Oh, you know that shit is huge.
Yeah.
You know that's so big.
Yeah. And like the list of
And,
like,
a lot of them are
incognito
probably
browser.
from Vertigo. Like,
Oh my god, incognito browsers.
and he'll take a screenshot and forward it to Erastus. So I think you're
Bold.
I think you're right. There's nothing weird in there.
You're just looking up new guns and weapons.
Yeah,
It's fine.
that's like the worst. That'd be the worst of it. Like looking at like maybe like fantasy gun mods and like trying to figure out how to make them real. Fantasy bow mods. I think I agree with your perspective.
Yeah. Definitely one of the weirder things that have happened to me in the last couple days. And the list is big.
Giant crocodile. Drax and Mundar getting out of jail. Resurgence of Lich Queen.
Still not in...
Friend dies, becomes part of the Etherweb.
Should I use my consciousness to, or slash computer programming, to investigate the Z-Dome and any interesting security features?
Absolutely. What do you
And
want to know?
actually be useful to
Because
pass
we're not doing
information
that.
on.
Yeah. Yeah, you would know it has standard but heightened security at this point. Any large gathering is going to have some additional kind of security or police presence due to just the environment the city is in. You would know that Calvin Kane and the Beloved have personal security as well as what the concert has going on, just because of their high profile as celebrities. But it won't be anything too wild. Most of the people will not be armed with anything lethal. There's no unusual security measures going on. Essentially, it's just like a regular concert.
Alex, if I may pop in with just miscellaneous information and pop into the narrative, as Vertigo I'm assuming you pulled this up on the screen, like maybe like
I'd
maps,
essentially be compiling a dossier for you guys.
security
to be prepared.
detail, and I'll just
Yeah.
like, this is slightly off, and I'll point to a couple random spots like on like the seating chart where like the security would be. They never put this on the seating chart, but here, and here they also tend to put security. So if you can write that as well. Vertigo?
Yeah, you can supplement that information for sure.
Yeah. They don't put it in here specifically for reasons like this. You're muted?
Sorry. Vesper looks visibly put out when like the cute like cat videos like change to like floor mats.
And there are always tend to be less folks backstage than is on the work docket. People always call out.
One thing you can also do is overlay this with municipal information and find out, like, oh, here's how you could get in through the sewers. And, like,
I assume Vesper would want information like that, so yeah, for sure.
Here are, like, the hatches
breakers
on the roof you could use.
This
and,
one
like...
is very jiggly. Ambrose and I used to sneak up past this part and go looking at the stars. Well, when the smog wasn't too bad anyway.
The star.
The star.
That's a helicopter.
It was nice to pretend.
I get it. No rest for the fucking wicked, huh?
No.
Vertigo, just because of the speed at which you work, like, you end up, like, throwing in some additional information, like, oh yeah, here's the owner's bank statements, and, like...
Again, having a hard time right now prioritizing, so you get, like, the good stuff, then you also get the...
Like, tea.
The tea, like, the stuff that's inappropriate and not helpful, but also, like... Huh, okay.
Oh, the owner is on his fourth mistress? Wow. Last time I was there, it was still the first.
Run through.
Is there anything else you would like to do while you prepare?
Take a fucking nap.
Take a nap.
Pick out my outfit.
You pick out your outfit. What is
Important.
it?
Definitely something flashier than I usually wear. Probably definitely some neons, blues, and bright silver jewelry. Maybe like not leather pants, but just something more form-fitting than I would normally wear.
Excellent. And Vertigo, what are you up to in the ether web?
Okay, look.
Okay.
I want to do what I originally said, like with 10 Eyes, like the whole like searching for evacuation route, like actually plan good, useful, beneficent stuff. I also want to know who Vertigo's benefactor is. Because that's something that they would have respectfully not investigated, but we're beyond that now. We're in that little period of all information is good information.
When you say who Vertigo's benefactor is, what are we referring to again?
The who's basically sponsoring Vertigo's lifestyle and like the condo and all that. Because you said at one point that you had an idea of who it was, and it's okay if you don't any longer. But you did not tell me.
I, admittedly.
And that's okay.
Well,
You're playing
let's
a card,
find out.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Sure
card
am.
time, card
Yeah.
time.
Let's find
I was
out.
searching
Let's find
messages.
out.
And I was like, I have a feeling, but I can't see it.
I've got a couple of names on the short list. I don't know that any of them make sense, but
I have an idea for a potential sugar daddy, and having somewhere reasonably safe and isolated could be great for
Yes.
staging jobs. I forgot that was the term we used.
Gotcha. That rings more bells, actually. We have pulled the golden ship.
That's such a good
Ooh.
card for this.
That's a very
Ooh.
appropriate card. There's a cat on this. Nice, we love to see it. Wealth earned, honor, prestige, respect. This legendary vessel supposedly carries only the greatest heroes. Oh, love it.
Well, their ego's never going to return from this. That was an absolutely out of left field question. I apologize, but also it is.
It was. I'm having fun improvising. The wheels are spinning.
It also has no relevance to anything. It is absolutely something in this window that she would look for.
Now that you have all the time in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I would say this. You find out something that's not particularly surprising. Although the details, even now, in some way, still manage to warm your heart. You find an extensive paper trail of veto keeping you not only in that apartment, but keeping jobs going your way,
I love him.
keeping other hackers and other miscreants off your back. And his reasoning, every single time when it is questioned, is that this person is unequivocally good and should not be accosted. And that if she is, Veto the Deal Devil will ensure there is hell to pay.
Vertigo will bury this after pointing it out, I think, to Ten Eyes as an example of kindness and people, someone helping when they didn't need to, and being an example of good in the world.
Ten Eyes learns, perhaps now more than ever, that because you can truly connect with him and engage on his level. And the thought does occur to you that somehow, in this strange circumstance you find yourself, you seem to be able to teach the machines, if not how to feel, then maybe at least just a better way to think.
I have bad news. She has a new goal. Freeing the other AIs, which is probably not a giant surprise to anyone.
Hell yeah.
That'll be a new subroutine for both of us, I think.
Excellent. Is there anything else we'd like to get to before we head to Z-Dome and log off from you?
I think while I'm getting ready, like putting makeup on, I'll just like questionably Vertigo. Are
What
you
tech
there?
do you have with you?
There's probably just like whatever's in the room. in my phone.
Get the Windows 95 startup sound on your phone.
Why that sound? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Are you able to go anywhere? Or are you stuck here?
A video plays of it is the, I don't know how to describe it. It's like the synth wave, the lines, kind of Tron-esque,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
in a landscape that just kind of like goes on forever.
I'm not sure what that means, but when we're at the Z-Dome, could you just keep an eye on things?
Green checkmark emoji.
Okay. And
10 eyeball emojis.
Yes.
And if something happens with Vesper and myself, especially with Kane or anybody else who would be interfering, could you let Des know?
Green checkmark emoji and a link to LegalZoom will making quick form.
I don't think I will be editing my... It goes to Penny. So Penny's alive and not here right now, so I think I'll be okay.
Message deleted.
Ten Eyes drops a link for a chain of vending machines where you can purchase firearms.
No.
Vertigo high fives back in their mental link.
I have been shot, and it hurt really badly. And I died. I do not need... I refuse to wield a gun.
Vertigo forwards that link to Vesper.
You'll see like delivered red, and then I don't know. I guess you wouldn't see it on. We can't really do that. I don't know. The link on his end stays blue, knowing that Erastus has requested that him not use guns around him. And like he like has his sidearm on him, but he's like the bow is on his back. Like that's what's ready to be drawn. So he would just kind of like look at it, like quirk an eyebrow, look at the ceiling question mark for whatever electronic like to stare quizzically at.
Skunk video.
Skunk video, of course. And he'll actually like kind of point at it, be like, while I have you here.
Eyes emoji.
At some point I may ask you to do me a favor if it comes to it. So be prepared for you and Ten Eyes to maybe be the sole controllers of the entire ether web if it gets to that point.
Get the 3 dots.
I don't know if it'll happen, but the way shit's going, it's starting to seem like a viable option.
What's Ten Eyes' spot on that?
Ten Eyes replies like in like a clip of a cartoon of like 2 kids running through an abandoned school, like trashing it, painting graffiti, that sort of thing.
So good.
I will do everything in my power to not let Ten Eyes post that to Vesper. And instead I think you actually get a message that just says I've got you.
Get the signature thumbs up on OG. And for his part, knowing that he's going to be heading into a potential place of conflict, Vesper will begin to commune with the presence inside of him, and specifically trying to quell what emerged at the end of our last combat round, and trying to dip more into what was there at the beginning with the non-lethal shots and things like that. Otherwise, ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm not dressed like Erastus. I'm wearing all black because it's a metal show.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will be using recovery rolls. I don't know how many, whatever, to get my intellect back up. And I will also make sure all the pets have food and water. And have been taken out for bathroom.
It sucks
Where
that I
did
have to
Azzy
care about
end up?
that now.
Is he back in the
Azzy-
house? Can we, like, greenlight the pets?
As he went back home, remember? Because Jilly
Yeah,
cried and disappeared, taking Eris's ashes with him.
Yeah, as he did return to hell.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to use my action, my 10-minute.
All right, excellent.
Back up to full. Cool.
All right. Vesper and Erastus, you two make your way over to the Z-Dome.
That's right.
This is one of Zenith's one of Zenith's largest concert venues. This is an arena-sized venue. It's packed. There are easily several thousand people here, and the crowd is excited. Plenty of people out here wearing red, and plenty of people out here seem completely unaffiliated with anything but music tastes. Crowds mix a little bit, but not quite as much as you recall, for example, the crowd mixing at the Electric Church.
We're able to get
What's your approach? Yes, you are able to get your backstage passes. What's your approach? Are you going in?
I'll look at Vesper. How do you want to do this? I'm going to at least listen for a bit, because he's not going to be done until...
He's not going to be done until 10:30.
Yeah, he's going to be meeting fans, and I have no desire to, even if I have a very strong distaste, maybe even hate towards him right now, I still have no desire to crash a fellow artist's show.
Just me gets a feeling this isn't just going to be a show, or is that just the trauma from the gala just kicking in?
There's no way to know.
You think you could do that thing that you did in the prison again?
I don't even know how I did that thing in the prison. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't apologize. Just grasping at straws. Shit goes south. If shit does go south, I don't know if we want to be amongst the rabble, as it were. It might be better to be somewhere a little bit more removed.
Alex, are there private boxes?
Not a place like this.
Not here. Okay.
No.
Then instead of in the crowd, we're probably best off going right backstage. At least we won't have to deal with viewers. It would just be staff and everything, and other people
Vesper
who
also
backstage passes.
Vesper also has the option to get somewhere secluded, like a catwalk,
Yeah.
or some kind of upper emergency area, or other infrastructure.
Yeah. If you need the most remote, ladders up to the catwalks, I can point you in the right direction. The ones that
Look, as much as
aren't going to be used.
Yeah, but how good are you at climbing? The whole point is keeping you safe.
I don't plan on hiding from Kane.
It's not Kane that I'm worried about. You want to go backstage, I'll go backstage with you. I'm okay with that. I don't need to be on a catwalk to do damage.
Just stay out of sight. I motion to your all black. You'll blend in with the stage crew. No one's gonna... Just make sure you don't get called on for, assistance. You look like staff.
I pulled the ZPD earlier this week. I think I'll be okay amongst some metalheads.
So sounds like we're going backstage, Alex.
Excellent. You're able to make your way backstage, certainly you have the passes for it. And you are not particularly accosted, or you do not really encounter very much trouble through your desired means of entry. The concert is long. It's about 2.5, 3 hours long. But overall, not too eventful. I will... Okay.
I will say Erastus does sing along. Even if it's not their normal style of music, he does know every word.
We are pulling some bad cards tonight. We've pulled
God
the devil.
What the fuck?
No! Soothdeck, please. Mercy.
Leave us alone.
When they know, they know.
They always fucking know.
They always know. That's the problem.
They like to tell a story, and the story doesn't always line up with what we want to say.
NPC's words. Okay.
See the wheels turning.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
A few things happen. The openers, clearly, are of no significance. They're good, they're solid, but not quite relevant to the matter at hand. Eventually, around 8:30, 9 o'clock, Callum, Kane, and the Beloved take the stage. The general tenor of the concert is not quite the communal rebellious spirit of something like punk music. This is individualistic. It's not protective, it's predatory, dominant, competitive. Erastus, you notice that for as good of a show as Kane is putting on, he doesn't actually seem convinced.
Convinced of what?
The things that he is saying.
Oh. His heart's not in it.
Exactly. Vesper. An old panic rises in you. You've seen this before. You've seen these mad prophets of doom and their red-clad adherents before. There's an itch in your trigger finger. You see the accuser sitting, watching from the rafters. The thing inside you wants vengeance. Can you roll me an intellect defense task? The challenge 4.
While Vesper is rolling that, can I read the crowd? Basically, what I'm trying to get the gist of is Kane isn't believing in his message. I want to see if the crowd is being influenced in a way that the accuser was influencing us at the gala / collective belief type thing, if that's trying to be done right now.
Vesper, what'd you get on your roll? Your target
So
is a 12.
I'm specialized.
Yes, so target 6.
Oh, thank God. Okay, it's rolled a 10.
All right.
You're good.
You resist our urge to make a scene or to cause
Fuck.
any further problems.
Go.
But you can't help but watch and sit there like arms crossed like this is bullshit.
Motherfucker.
uh,
I think it's come on, give him a little credit.
no, that's true. You're right.
Yeah.
But as far as attempting to influence the crowd, if that were to be the goal, doesn't seem to be working very well.
Okay.
And if anything, for what you can see of the accuser, he almost seems disappointed.
Good. I can see so I can see the accuser too.
Yes.
All right. I just keep an eye on him, and since it doesn't look like the goal is happening, I'm just gonna enjoy the concert for now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Vesper stops looking at the accuser like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that my low ass roll that gave me a heart attack just now is probably like just lingering in his head with like but I could maybe catch him off guard if I could just get close enough. If I could climb up here, I could get a hit in and all those little strategic things.
Vertigo, you and Ten Eyes are here, in addition to everywhere else. And here feels like quicksand, feels like mud. The work that Vesper has been doing with the Drowned to confound the information processing systems of the Red Presence and their affiliated networks seem to be working quite well. This is a difficult land to traverse. You're inundated in excessive amounts of junk data and bad facts and like dense memory heavy like slop content. A lot of that is just kind of like a gunk in the air. The concert ends in short order. Is there anything anyone would like to do? As eventually, Callan Kane makes his way backstage, which is around 11 o'clock. He lights up a cigarette and looks around.
I think. Who else is around? I'm assuming people are cleaning up backstage. The rest of the bandmates around. Who else is here?
No one else is around this particular area. It seems like most of the breakdown is happening on and around stage. This is not a heavy traffic area in terms of where equipment is being moved through. This is not where the band is needed. It seems like he is in a spot that is isolated.
Yeah. I'll catch I'll meet Vesper's Eye if they're nearby, and I'll do a like, hey, I'm going that direction with my head.
I was gonna say, as soon as the concert ends, and you see like the band start to break down, Vesper will kind of like break his I can't speak English. Will kind of like just break away from like the pull of the accuser and like what he wants to be doing, and kind of like refocus on Erastus as like his task. And we'll be joining him backstage in short order. Like his number one thing is now like I need to be make sure that I'm close to him. I don't know if I need to roll to like, I don't know if this is like a defensive thing, but I have training in perception and sensing danger, and I'd want to like tap into that if I can, just like, because this is still such bad vibes that I literally saw the accuser here. So if I could tap into that somehow and just like get like a sense for not seeing the future, but just like, do I maybe need to like be ready to use something like a gun? Like,
absolutely, yeah.
you know, like feel the vibe check.
Absolutely. We can do a vibe check for sure. Your skill will help come in handy. We'll start this as a challenge level 3. You'll bring it down to a challenge level 2 with your skill.
Sweet.
Would you like to spend any effort?
Nope. Rolled 16.
Nope. 16.
I already
That'll do
rolled
it. You don't get any bad vibes.
Cool.
Kane is alone, and he truly is just a dude. He's not carrying any weapons, and the clothes he is wearing would not facilitate the concealing of anything but the most small, portable, kind of hidden weapon that at that point would be exchanging power for discretion. So, yeah, you don't get any particularly bad vibes.
The most dangerous thing on him is probably his lighter.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, in that case, with the tail like flicking in like tense agitation, Erastus will just go right up to him. 11 o'clock on the dot.
Vesper is close behind. With that roll, probably no less perceptive, but visibly less like ready to break something as far as like vibes go. Just like, oh, that's the friend who like you brought backstage to the band, but they're not a fan of the band. That's like kind of awkward for them, like that.
Yeah.
I remember you.
I would hope so.
We saw each other at the gala. What was that about?
You said you wanted to meet me 11 o'clock. I'll just cross my arms.
Okay, well, just be right past that, I guess.
I said what I said, and not much has changed.
Sure. I still don't know why, but sure. What are you planning on doing with Kana's music?
Why do you care?
Look, if you're out here trying to make a quick buck, then go right ahead. It's all they were ever doing anyway, right? But
I'm going to stop you right there and stop calling me a sellout. I know that's what you always thought Kana was, but I'm going to ask you to just maybe halt your judgments for a little bit, considering I have the full jurisdiction, at least in terms legally, to release that album.
Sure, yeah, you can do whatever. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just saying, look.
Why did you put the hit out on Ambrose? Why did you murder him? How about that? We'll just start there. Ask all the hard questions so we can get to the crux of the issue and you can really understand why I hate you.
I think Kana was doing weird, irresponsible shit. I do not think that it is a good idea to play God in the music industry and try to summon something, whatever the fuck he was trying to do.
Pot calling kettle.
Sure, I'll take it.
So you just gonna what? Result to murder? Murder me? Throwing my partner in the dumps?
You keep saying me. What are you?
I'm still figuring that out. But if you are just going to berate me about music, why'd you fucking want to meet? You can just do that online.
I'm not here to berate you. I'm here to say that, look, if you want to make a quick buck, that's not what I'm trying to get in the way of. But if you're trying to... How do we... if you're trying to bring some kind of thing here, I don't know. I guess I'm trying to tell you that it's a shitty idea. I guess I'm trying to tell you that I did it, and you know what? I wish I didn't.
I can tell.
I guess I'm trying to tell you that we don't need more of these fuckers. And I'm trying to tell you that whatever, if Code Talker is half as whack as what I've heard it to be, I think we should all be a little scared of it. I'm sure pot calling the kettle black, oh, he's a hypocrite, oh, you fucking hate me. Fine, it's all legit. But I'm telling you, I done it.
Your
I'm telling you, I've
performance was last,
walked
Lucker.
that. I'm telling you, I've walked that road, and I know where it goes.
Well, I can tell you with a certainty, I have no plans on bringing forth a god. Nothing
What are
like
you
what
planning?
you and the presence have brought back in terms of the accuser. And I'm glad you're feeling at least a little bit of remorse. That's the minimum that you should be feeling and deserve. Rosie always thought you were the better musician. And I wish you didn't have to resort to what you did.
Yeah, me too.
When Code Talker is released, it's not going to end the same way that it did with the accuser. And if you can go back and do something different, what would you do? If you had to do something now, what would you do? Would you continue singing your songs of power and influence and hate? Or would you start singing another message?
I don't know what I would have done if I had to do something different in the past. But
Now?
now I think I'd just leave. Put all the money in a big pile. Douse it in gas. Light it up. Hit the road. See what little there is to see left of the wilds. Figure out what type of way people were supposed to live, I guess.
Have you thought about entertaining the idea and becoming a cog of change for good? Something that benefits everyone instead of pitting them against each other? Do you want to do something meaningful instead of flee?
Guess I'd like to, but I guess I'd also like to keep my head.
They'll come right after you.
Yeah, probably.
Well, something worth doing. It's never easy and it's not always safe. If you want to do something, I'm willing to hold a temporary truce in my dislike for you. If you want to actually do something with your life and start making amends. Text Ambrose's number. I'll get it.
I'll think about it.
I'll nod. If he has nothing else to say, I'll turn around back to Vesper and leave.
Vesper, anything else you would like to do this evening?
Aside from like kind of pat Erastus on the shoulder and ask him if he's good.
Just tired.
He did well.
He's the last, and like this is like after we've left Callum's like earshot. He's the last person I ever want to work with.
Vertigo, is there anything you would like to do this evening?
I had a terrible idea. But it's just
Oh no!
It's just petty for Vertigo. Vertigo activates one single like fire sprinklers above Kane.
That would be funny.
I believe that is probably within my power, and
It is, yeah.
also think it is funny.
Don't smoke
Otherwise-
indoors, asshole.
Otherwise, Vertigo would probably use this opportunity to try and like triangulate Red Presence data. This being sort of a hub, but other than that, I think mostly just going through growing pains.
All right, excellent. I can get you that by next session.
Cool.
And I think that is where we can end for tonight. Safe. All right. Well, for everybody at home, thank you so much for joining us. We are going to quickly say our goodbyes, say our goodnight, say what other projects we're working on, etc., etc., etc. And then we might even have a raid that's coming up. While we're already talking, hello, my name is Alex. I have been your GM for this evening. This is my only public-facing project at the moment. And yeah, I think that's all I got.
Hi, hello. I guess I will go. I'm Eva. I have been Vertigo this evening, and strangely and excitingly enough, potentially in the future. You can actually find me here this coming Saturday, as we return to Horizon's Call, I believe, with a fun little drinking game. So that'll be a little bit of emotional whiplash.
In and out of game. Maybe out of game.
In and out of game. And then I will be returning also in a little Vison mini sometime in the next couple weeks. Beginning of April, somewhere in there. I think that's about it for me. You could probably find me on social media, but why?
I'll go next. Hi, my name is Seth. I've had the pleasure of being Vesper again. You can find me on Saturdays here with Mare playing Invisible Sun under their tutelage and not at all uncaring or painful wing, in which I will be playing a Goetic named Kairos who cages his adversaries. I don't even know what to say about that game. It's been so much fun. And I'm really tired, so I'm not going to say anything about that game, actually. You just have to watch and find out.
And hi, I'm Mare. I use they, she pronouns, and I'm also returning on Saturday for 2 games. First one at 10 a.m. Pacific for Invisible Sun game, the Indigo Nexus, where our players last left off buying drugs and consuming them, which I was not expecting. And they bought that stuff from a maker by the name of Flybys. And then obviously Truth or Truth, where we will be returning before we enter into a big ass fucking fight. And that's all I got right now. Hi everybody, I love you, good night. We're not raiding anyone tonight because we were gonna raid Moz, but she just ended stream. So we'll see you next week for the penultimate episode. Holy fuck. Anyway, bye.
Is it? Do we not have one more week?
We have 2 more weeks.
Jesus God.
I know,
That's
right?
crazy.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Okay, bye.